too find myself standing in front of this cylinder tank, sometimes just tripping out. It is just so impressive to see fish in an environment where they have the space, the ability to move around, to act like they naturally would. Well, anyhow, back to work. We're going to add 2 pairs of butterfly fish today, a pair of raccoon butterflies and a pair of semi-lavardis or blue cheek butterfly fish. We've intentionally sized the 2 butterflies slightly different from each other so that one will take on the male and one will take on the female role. This will minimize any conflicts once the 2 go into the tank together. The first step in introducing the new fish into the aquarium is acclimation. This is allowing the fish to get used to the water that they'll be going into before they actually have to go into it. We'll accomplish this by using an air line and siphoning water out of the top of the tank into the 5-gallon buckets that we've brought them in. And while the fish are acclimating, we want to do a water quality test for ammonias, nitrites, and pH, as well as the salt level. It's important to check water quality, more specifically the biological levels. This will give you some insight as to if the biological filter, which is a living filter and the most important filter in the tank, how it's doing or how it's handling the amount of waste that's coming into the system. Once an aquarium has established itself, there typically should be no detectable levels of ammonia within the system. There may, on some instances, be a slight detectable level of nitrite, and there will always be a detectable level of nitrate, being how that is the end result of the biological process. Here we're also going to test for the pH of the water. The pH gives us some insight as to the acidity or alkalinity balance within the aquarium. And since pH is affected by the load within the system, we want to make sure to monitor this closely. Those tests require a little bit of time, so we'll double check on our fish that are acclimating, and then we'll turn our attentions towards changing the pleated cartridge within the canister in the filter system. This pleated cartridge is what's responsible for filtering out all the fine little particles within the water itself. This is also where we can place the activated carbon. So we've got the fish acclimating. We're in the process of finishing the test results. We've changed the pleated cartridge and added new activated carbon. It's now time to clean the inside of the tank, the sculpture. Join us on our next episode as we experiment with our own homemade version of a pressure washer.